September 10, 1976. The day when Indian Airlines Boeing 737 from Delhi to Bombay was hijacked mid-air with 66 passengers and 7 crew members. Just 35 nautical miles out of Delhi, two Kashmiri separatists stormed the cockpit with a pistol in hand, claiming to have 4 more armed accomplices on board. Their demand? Divert the flight to Libya. Acting boldly, Captain B. N. Reddy told the hijackers they didn't have the fuel, maps, or permissions to reach North Africa. The hijackers then settled for Karachi in Pakistan. What happened after landing in Pakistan? As the plane landed in Karachi, Pakistani officials first hesitated to take any action. This forced the Indian government to issue a blunt warning. If any Indian was harmed, Pakistan would be held responsible. The pressure worked. Pakistan's military planned a clever rescue. As part of the plan, they offered food and drink to the hijackers, pretending to be friendly. One by one, the terrorists became drowsy, then unconscious. How did the rescue unfold? Once the hijackers were down, Pakistani troops stormed the aircraft and took control. All 6 were arrested, no passenger or crew member was harmed. Eventually, it surfaced that the hijackers' motive was rooted in anti-India separatism. Was justice served? Not really. Jailed briefly in Pakistan under the Aircraft Security Act, the hijackers were released within 3 years for lack of evidence. But in India, the case shook the system. By 1980, X-ray screening and metal detectors became mandatory at the Indian airports, pushed by the ICAO audits. And the Anti-Hijacking Act was amended in 1982, allowing capital punishment for hijackers. How the hijack redefined Indian aviation? What could have been a tragedy became a wake-up call for Indian aviation. The 1976 hijack pushed India to act decisively. Stronger anti-hijacking laws, tighter airport security, and modern screening systems soon followed. This wasn't just about responding to terror, it was about building a safer future for every Indian flyer.